The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Smith on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
Yeah, this is a guy that runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown of the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz.
And a throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 154, right here. Here we go, 47.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this route upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup to 25. Prescott to throw it. Swings this out for Hunt. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Giants are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Prescott yet again. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. Touchdown! A.J. Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Gino now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 7-7, our score after 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that one caught downfield by Bailey. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Complete to Bryant. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. To the air again, Prescott. Will get this one to Cooper, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys beat backside guys.
Nah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Drop 50, drop 50. 19.
Now Gino. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keon Crossett. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On third down, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Gino on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Play action. It's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Gibson. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of it.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Now maybe a free play here for Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Smith. And Wilson with it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Running left, it's Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Gibson Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and goal, Prescott toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Giants. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Hills hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper.